Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordy and welcome back to Gran Turismo Sport. Guys, I have enough money for the new Supra, the 2020 Toyota Supra. Of course, right here is the old Supra. I've been playing this for the majority of the day, trying to build up money. Of course, this game is really difficult. Like, it's a whole new challenge for me because, you know, you guys know that it's like, obviously you might understand that it's a big jump to go from an arcade racer like Need for Speed to a full simulation racer like Gran Turismo. It's quite the jump, and it's definitely difficult to do that. So, obviously I'm still getting used to the game, and I don't think I'll ever get used to the game, honestly, but it's still a lot of fun when I'm not raging at it. But I mean, it's a great game. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna go ahead and buy the new Supra. Now there's a lot of different ones. I've been waiting to drive this car in a racing game for so long. You guys have no idea. Almost like pretty much as soon as I heard about it, you know, as soon as it came out, I've wanted to drive the Supra ever since. So here it is, the GR Supra 2019. And then there's the Supra 2020. They're like the same car, except this is a higher top speed. Like, obviously I'm gonna go with this one then because it's got more power. What's the difference between these two? Like, is there even a difference? Like, if anybody wants to let me know in the comments, that would be very nice. But there's other Supras as well. I'm pretty sure this looks like, this is literally a Supra, or it's based on it. Looks really nice. The Supra racing concept, of course we want to get that at some point. The FT1 2014. Hold up. The FT1 looks almost exactly like the Supra. It's not even that original. Oh, I'm pissed. That's not very nice. Look, it literally looks like, I don't care. Whatever. They still look absolutely incredible. There's just no difference between these two. So we're gonna go with the 2020 Toyota. Let's do it. So we've got a bunch of colors here to choose from. Studio scenes? That'll be better. There we go. So we've got matte storm gray metallic, deep blue metallic, horizon blue, lightning yellow, prominence red, black metallic, ice gray metallic, silver metallic, and white metallic. So I'm really not sure what to go with here. I don't want to go with any matte colors. Matte just doesn't look good, you know? Might go with the ice gray. I think we're going to go with the ice gray. This looks amazing, and we are testing it out today. Of course, I've been doing the Toyota Supra Cup in the campaign today. Obviously, I haven't done the final race, which is what we're going to be testing this car. Well, we're going to be doing that in this car. New car has been added to your garage. Change to this car now. Of course, we could look at the wraps for it, but honestly, I don't really care about that right now. So we're gonna get right into exhibition, and we're gonna use the car for the first time. I'm actually so excited for this. So, arcade, single race, or maybe we won't do a race. Nah, we'll do a time trial. Do a little time trial, talk about the car, and you know, prospect of it being Need for Speed. Of course, this is my favorite track, the Tokyo Expressway. I don't think this one looks really nice. You know what? That looks great. So let's go in the... I kind of wanted to go in Sunrise, but it looks like that doesn't exist here. Right, we'll go Sunset. Sunset looks amazing, as always. We'll go to the cars. Here we are, then. The Supra 2020. Amazing. 2020, year of the gamer. 2020, year of the Supra. Here we are. So this car, obviously people were excited about this. Actually is mostly made with BMW parts, apparently, which is why the Z4 is usually called the Supra, because this and the Z4 use the exact same engine. Obviously I covered that, talked about it already in the Z4 video. It sounds really nice. So we got special stage Route 6. Look at this map. This looks great. Holy crap. Okay. So here we are with the 2020 Toyota Supra, guys. This is so cool. Testing this out. I've not tried this track yet. It's a very basic track, but it looks great, man. I wonder where the exit is. you know? So hopefully we see this car in a lot of games in the future. Of course, Toyota, a few years ago, they pulled out of video games altogether. A very stupid move, in my opinion. What they did, basically, was they said they didn't like being in racing games because they thought it would affect the amount of people who bought their cars, which is just fucking dumb. It really is, you know. They thought, oh, why would you want to experience it in a video game if you can experience it in real life? And then they completely removed their whole car, like all the cars they ever made from racing games. So that included the Supra, of course, the older one. This one wasn't made yet. The Corolla, the Sprinter, whatever you want to call it. The GT86, the 86, whatever Toyota you could think of was completely removed. And of course, in the last year or two, last year and a half, they started coming back to games. Of course, Gran Turismo was the first game to get it. And of course, you know, when Toyota were asked about why they aren't in Need for Speed or the Crew or whatever, they said, oh, you can find our cars in Gran Turismo Sport, a game that doesn't promote illegal street racing, which is again another stupid thing. And Need for Speed, of course, replied, which is a meme at this point, nerds, which is fucking funny as heck. But it was earned, you know. But that Toyota might remember that and not let the cars be Need for Speed. But then again, EA have a lot of money, and you know, fans have been asking. If you look at Need for Speed's comment section, up until the crossplay update, the final update for Need for Speed Heat, people were practically begging for the Supra back in Need for Speed, to the point that it became a meme, you know? If you mention Supra in the Need for Speed Discord, it says 0 days without mentioning the Supra. Like, it's that much of a meme. It's all over the community. And, you know, basically, what you want to take from all this is that, you know, like, even on the inside, it looks like a BMW, pressing from my point earlier. But, yeah, it's quite obvious that people want to see the Toyota Supra, not just this one, but also like all the Toyotas, you know? You want to see it in the next game, not just Need for Speed, but the Crew. You want to see it in all the games, you know? It's also in Forza, of course. The Supra is not this one though, I don't think, but the other Supras are, and the other Toyotas, I think. But another thing that I want to talk about is perhaps this could be what we're looking at right now. If the Supra, if EA and Toyota, or Criterion and Toyota, or whatever you call it, if they can come to an agreement, perhaps Need for Speed 2021 could have the Toyota Supra on front. And I think a lot of games are going to have this car on the front. This is a big thing, you know? There's always that tuner car that comes out. Of course, the last one was a group of 3. It was the Subaru BRZ, the Toyota 86, or the GT86, and the Scion FRS. And that was a big thing in Need for Speed 2015. And the big thing about those tuner cars was that they were big on customization, you know? And apparently this car is also big on customization. I mean, there's a race car version in this game that we've already seen already, you know? They could add so much to this game. They could add so much to all the racing games with just this Supra, you know? It would be absolutely incredible, you know? And if Toyota can pull their fingers out their arse and stop being stupid, then perhaps, maybe, we'll see the Supra on the front cover of a lot of games. Without further ado though, guys, it's time to get back into the campaign, finish the Toyota Supra Cup with the 2020 Toyota Supra. I want to do a little handbrake, see what happens. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, that was sick. Holy crap. I am a god. That's probably all luck, but that was still pretty sick. And this tunnel is sick too. Whatever, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are back in campaign mode, the GT League Of course, last episode, in the first episode, in the live stream, we finished up leveling up enough to get to Amethyst level, which is the Amateur League. Of course, I've been playing this today. I haven't played any of these apart from Super Legend. That's the one I started on. I've got gold in all 4. I spent a lot of time and lost and raged quite a bit using the original Super, but I think with this one, I mean, it's almost as good as this Supra anyway, and the Supra that I was using is already maxed out, pretty much. So for this to be almost as quick already is insane. Absolutely insane. So we're gonna get right into this race, folks. It's gonna be pretty big. Of course, so excited to finally customize, well, not customize, but we'll be able to do that one day. That's gonna be another amazing thing that we're going to be able to do, and that is customize the new Toyota Supra. That would, I mean, imagine the wide body kit that could be on there on Need for Speed. It would be amazing. Of course, we're starting at the back. 16 racers, including us. So usually what I did with the Supra is I didn't use sports hard. I used sports soft because it makes you faster somehow. I don't know why. It really does. For some reason it makes you faster. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So obviously we're going to want to do some level ups. We'll put it up to level 3, I think. Right. I think we're pretty much done already, I think. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't think there is. Oh, there's usually some big tuning up here. Yes, the power ratio is what we want. So we want to... So you can only go up to a certain level, of course, in power. So 394 seems to be the maximum there. And then I always put the weight reduction level. Apparently the weight goes up if you put it there. I don't know. I don't really understand that. Of course, we're going to want to decrease that ratio. I honestly don't know what I'm doing there, so we'll leave that on 100. But the power ratio, obviously we want more power. I mean, it's worse with the other Supra, so I doubt it wouldn't work with this one. So we've got 5 laps on this one. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. The estimated prize money is 50,000, so that's going to be pretty cool. Because the next car we're going to want to go for is... I think it's the Aston Martin Vantage I want to go for next. I think I already have enough money for that, so we can do that video right away. That would be cool. But of course, other cars we're saving for, the Cayman GT4, the majority of the Nissans. There's a lot that we want to do. So here we are with the 2020 Supra. We're finally here. So yeah, I've been practicing this a lot, of course. I did a lot of tweaking in the settings. I kept spinning out so much and I wanted to find a way not to be able to do that. And yeah, I did. And I've been doing a lot better since I went in and tweaked the settings to my liking. And yeah, already doing pretty well. I know I'm crashing into people, and I know OGs of Gran Turismo probably screaming at their phones or their monitors right now at the way I'm driving. But I mean, I'm not used to playing simulation races, but this is probably one of my favorite simulation races ever, other than Drive Club. Might even be better than Drive Club simply because of the track list. Car list. Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of music lately. Look at this. Wow, this handles really well. I'm just saying, this is already a lot better than the other Supra. I'll say that right now. So this is definitely going to be the car we're using for a bit. Obviously, I'm going to want to get hold of the big race car Toyota Supra at some point, but it's nice to finally have a hold of this one right here. I don't think I'll ever change the color of this, to be honest. This looks great. Like, it really does look great. I love the model that they've gone with for the Supra on this edition. And honestly, I really do hope it's on the front cover of the next Need for Speed game. And I can imagine doing that video, being able to customize it. Wow, it'd be amazing. Yeah, we got 5 laps of this. I think we are just cruising through this. We're going to win the entire cup, win all of the monies. Pretty cool. I got copyrighted for the music last episode, but I don't make money off it. So, yeah, I don't give a crap. As long as the video doesn't get taken down, and from when I checked earlier, it hasn't been taken down. So, I'm not going to turn off the music anytime soon. It drifts a little bit. Like, this could be good on drift, you know. Ow. What the hell are you doing? Right, 4th place on the 2nd lap is pretty darn fine, to be fair. Obviously, I don't play simulation races, so I'm sorry if I look like a noob. Because I am, to be fair. I am a noob. But I am having a lot of fun with it. Obviously, I get really frustrated with it, especially when I make one mistake and then I get overtook on the last lap. That's happened so many times today, you have no idea. We're now in 2nd place. 1st place is well ahead somehow. That always seems to happen, you know. Oh no. Oh, I thought it would have reset me then. I had no choice but to cut there. There was no way I would have been able to take that corner properly. Whew. Here we go then. May have to increase the traction control. Either that or I'm just not used to it. It's the first proper race I've done for a few hours. But we are now going in front. Let's go in 1st person for a bit. Look at this. It literally looks like a BMW. You cannot tell me otherwise. Like, that's the German interior. Oh, dear. And that's what you get for not looking. Oh! Your boy just handled that like a G. That was great. I've had some amazing drifts with this car today. What on earth? Wow, I'm definitely going to be using this car for a long ass time. Definitely. Because this feels great. Of course, there's a lot of other cars I want to get. Mainly the Vantage, my favorite car ever. And the Cayman GT4. But honestly, you know, cars, you know, they become more my favorite when they have customization. And the Vantage I just love at stock. But I mean, the Cayman GT4 is getting pretty close to becoming my favorite. And this might, in a few years, be my favorite car. Who knows? You know, but the Aston Martin Vantage S has been my favorite car since I played Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, if you didn't know already. And that'll probably be the next episode we do on this game with the Vantage S. Should be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Gonna buy a lot of JDM cars. Like, I've noticed I've already bought a bunch already. I bought the Miata yesterday. So, you know, I'm gonna have a lot of JDM cars and nothing else really. Apart from the Aston Martin and the Porsche. Okay, yeah, forget what I just said. But I am gonna have a lot of JDM cars because I'm planning on buying a 350Z at some point as well. Because it's really, that car's really cheap. Like, really cheap in this game. It's like 20,000 credits. Which is absolutely insane. But yeah, here we are. Going through this race amazingly. I don't know how I managed to talk so much right now. Obviously, we'll never do more than one race in an episode because commentating on these types of games is like pretty darn hard. Like, if you didn't know already, I already mentioned it a lot of times in the live stream yesterday. You would have noticed that there's a lot of quiet moments in the live stream yesterday because, you know, you have to focus on these games quite a bunch. But honestly, we don't really need to focus right now. We're pretty far ahead. So I could just chill for a bit. You know, these corners, they really, like, you've got to take these turns hard in simulation races. And I'm not used to that, you know? I'm used to cruising around corners in Need for Speed. Like, Need for Speed is so easy compared to this. Like, this is a really difficult game. Like, it's not even the AI. Like, I fuck myself over with the way I drive sometimes, you know, but that's me. I'm used to driving in Need for Speed and not any simulation racer ever. And people tried to point that out to me in the Project Cars Let's Play, but in the Project Cars 2 Let's Play a couple years ago, but y'all don't know, that y'all need to realize that I played this game for the first time yesterday and I liked it right away. You know, it's just something about Project Cars that I just really don't like. I hated every part of it. And that's probably why I should go back to it at some point. You know, Project Cars 2, we'll do a little Let's Play on it at some point during the holidays, you know. Got to get some content out. Got to be pretty busy this holiday. I mean, you could tell I was out of ideas this week. Like, other than Gran Turismo, I don't know what other content I would have been able to do, you know. Luckily, Gran Turismo came early. Like, I bought it on Wednesday and it came yesterday. Wait, what day is it today? Thursday. Right, I bought it on Tuesday and it came yesterday. So, yeah, you can see how fast it came. It was great. And we have a really big lead right now. This car is very good. This is well above the level of the last Supra that I was using. But, yeah, as you could tell from the beginning of the episode, I also made my first ever livery for the Supra. It was pretty darn cool. It's a very basic one, but, you know, I had a little bit of trouble getting used to it. Need for Speed has the best rap editor out of all the games, but, you know, Gran Turismo ain't too bad. And if I really put some time into it, I could probably create something pretty darn cool. But, you know, I can't be bothered to do that right now. But anyway, we are heading into the final lap. We're going to win the Toyota Supra Cup like a breeze. I should have bloody bought this car earlier. I would have gone through this whole entire tournament so easily. Like, it'll take at least 4 mistakes for everybody else to catch up, I'm pretty sure. Probably not, and I don't want to test that neither. This does sound nice, though. Here we go. And yeah, see, like, once again, you see me saying, oh, here we go. Once again, we're doing this. Oh, going around this corner. Like, you know, it's harder, so much harder to commentate, you know, because, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, well, I do know, because you have to focus a lot more. There's a lot, simulation games take a lot more concentration, and that's why I said in the live stream that I'm not making this a full-blown series. I'll do videos when I have a certain car that I really love, you know? And there's a lot of cars in this game that aren't in Need for Speed, you know? So you don't expect me to make a video on the R34 Skyline, any Skyline, you know? Don't expect me to make any videos on any car that's in the game, other than the GT4, you know? I know the GT4's in NFS, but it's the race car version, so why wouldn't I want to use that, you know? But yeah, I'm not going to be making any unnecessary videos on this game, you know? I'll do impromptu live streams here and there, but never any videos. Because that is pointless. But yeah, still waiting for TJ to have some time. He's been really busy this week. Trying to wait for him to have some time so we can play Need for Speed Payback Speed List. That is the next Payback video that's coming. I'm not doing a Payback video until we get Speed Lists out of the way. You know, the first video of Speed Lists out the way. First video of Speed List since we played Need for Speed 2015, which was October last year. But anyway, here we are on the final straight, about to finish the race in the Toyota. There it is, Toyota Supra 2020. There it is, guys. Whew. Big win right there. How much money are we getting out of that? 40 grand. Give me that. Not bad at all. Level 17 now as well. That was a 10-minute race. Like, that's another thing. Like, all the races are really, really long, and that's another thing why I wouldn't want to make, you know, a big series. Because 2 races would make like a 20-minute video, and this might even be 20 minutes. Who knows? But you know, it is what it is. But guys, I think that is the end of this episode of Gran Turismo Sport. If you liked it, of course, you know what to do. Hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. What are we going to do here? I want to put a car here. We're going to make a thumbnail or whatever. I'll try to make a thumbnail, I guess. That's the Supra. There we go. I don't know. I'm not good at, like, this isn't good for making thumbnails. Like, you know, it's obvious. But, I mean, it is what it is. Hey, that actually ain't too bad. Yeah. Should we go with that? I don't know. I probably won't go with any of this. But, yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Gran Turismo Sport. Next episode, we are probably going to get into my favorite car in the world, the Vantage S. Should be really cool. But yeah, let me know what you think of the 2020 Toyota Supra. I can't wait to see this in Need for Speed one day. It's gotta be coming, you know? If they don't put Toyota in the next game, people are gonna lose their minds. But yeah, guys, whatever. We'll see what happens, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as possible you can. Comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace!